Hi, I'm Emily Taylor with Collage Quilter. Today I'm going to talk to you about creating a collage based on a photograph. So we see lots of people who are making pet portraits, for instance, and they are taking a photograph of their pet and translating that into textile collage. Well, I would propose that instead of using your own photograph, unless you are a professional photographer, don't use your own photograph. I would say if you have a pet, like a beautiful gray cat like I do, go to a site where you can buy a beautiful photograph of a cat that looks like your cat. It doesn't have to be your cat. Okay, so go to istock.com is where I like to buy my photography. The other thing about that is the lighting is going to be perfect. The angle is going to be perfect, and you can really focus in on just creating a beautiful pet portrait with great photography. You've got to have great photography before you start in on a project a portrait. Okay, so this is an example of a cat portrait that I've done. Because I have a darling gray cat, I love him. I wanted to get a great little visual textile of him, and this is a textile collage of him. So that's an example of that. Another thing that I'd like to say about working from a photograph, there is so much information in working from a photo, and the idea is that we really need to simplify, okay? So some of this information I need to just discard, or I need to let my fabric choices fill in the details. So you can see this is a great example, very complex looking leaf here with lots of changes in value and color and all that. You can even see right here, there's some of these pink dots. Well, I just threw that out entirely. So don't forget that when you're working from a photograph, you can throw information out. You do not have to put everything that's in the photo into your textile collage. And really select interesting fabric, and that fabric is going to work for you. It's going to do its job if you select interesting fabric. Okay, so the next thing that I'd like to say is when you are selecting a photograph like this, the other advantage in having a digital photograph is that you can send it to a print shop to have them scale it and print it at any size that you want. So for example, this is just my photo or a photo that I've purchased and printed at home, but you can send it and have it scaled at any ratio that you want. The next thing that you'll do is if you're doing a parchment pressing pattern using my parchment pressing technique, you'll lay your parchment paper over this, and then you'll just trace out each variation in value. Value changes are what you're looking for. So don't go, I would say the minimum number of values to look for is 3. The maximum would be probably 5 or 6. I wouldn't go more than that. Anything between 6 and 8 values becomes a very difficult project, an advanced project, and maybe you're ready for that. But keep it simple. Even looking at a photograph like this, I need to minimize the number of values that I'm working with. Simplify, simplify, simplify when working with a photograph. The other thing, I wanted to just point out this photo. This is an excellent photo, and another reason why you might want to consider using professional photography that you purchase is that this is a great composition on its own. So let's say you were hunting and you had a great landscape or a photo of a landscape that you captured. Chances are that the composition in your photo isn't quite right. But when you purchase professional photography, the composition is going to be great. So this one, obviously we've got the deer is the focal point, and the background is subtle. It's a little, what's the word? It's not in focus, right? And that's kind of the way we want it. The other thing is it adheres to the golden rule, meaning it's cut into thirds. And that's what we're looking for. We want something that has a great composition. So I hope this has been helpful to you, learning how to what my tips are for working from a photograph. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can check out all of the resources that I have on my website, collagequilter.com. Thank you.